Alright, is Panda Express the best place to eat when you need a quick bite on the road that is affordable and filling? Spoiler alert, the answer is yes, but let's talk about a few things you may not know as to why the answer is definitely yes here. First of all, prices. $8.60 for your basic single side, single entree, which is a reasonably filling meal. $8.60 is hard to beat anywhere for a decent meal. Then it's $10.10 for 2 entrees and $11.60 for 3, which is what I got. Here's the other thing. When you get 3, they don't cheat you and just make all 3 entrees smaller. They actually give you the full 2 entrees here, and then they put the 3rd one here, so you know you're actually getting more food for the money and not just more variety. Sauces, free. If you want some extra sauces, they throw them in and they're decent and they're sizable. Fortune cookies, always a fun addition to the meal. It's included even in your basic meal. Here's another sauce I got. Another thing, they do not have the option to tip here. And when I go into a restaurant, and even if it's a fast food place, even if it's Subway now, where they give you the option to tip after you pay for your $15 sub that used to be a $5 footlong. Sorry, Subway. I feel obligated, you know, and if my server did a good job, I want to tip them, but the fact is, I don't want to pay 20% more in food costs all the time, every single time I go out to eat, and it'll push me to just buy more groceries, which is probably a good thing anyway. But Panda Express, there is no option to tip. You don't have to sit there and feel guilty for not doing it, and that's fantastic. Everybody who works here seems relatively happy. It makes me think that they want to be here. It makes me think they pay their employees fairly without relying on our tips, which is a great thing. There's probably more reasons, but right now I'm hungry and I want to eat my Chinese food. Also, if you want to practice using chopsticks, free opportunity to do that too. So plenty of great reasons. The food, in all honesty, after a while it starts to feel the same. You know, it's just kind of generic Chinese American food. It's not the absolute best food out there, but it really checks a lot of boxes that I think makes it the #1 go-to if you need a quick filling meal on the road that's going to be super affordable. P.S. It's typically faster than fast food, or at least not any slower, because everything you're ordering is right there already made. You're just pointing at it. So I forgot that. It's a super basic reason, but let's add that to the list. Last thing, these veggies are fresh. You can see them sitting in the refrigerator behind them. All this food is freshly made. Add that to the list. Let's see what we got. Be willing to admit your mistakes. Eating here was not one of them. And everything you desire must be earned. All right. One last thing. This may be better than a Chinese buffet, which always seems like another appealing option, but it actually costs less in most cases. And unless you're Ed Sheeran on his first date, you're probably not taking food home from a Chinese buffet. And in this case, pretty good chance that you are, after you've eaten your fill.